Midnight Stew Secrets Unveiled. The thing about old family recipes is that sometimes, you don't just inherit flavors, you inherit secrets, too. I found my grandmother's battered notebook wedged behind the flower tins, its pages brittle and stained, and something about the way her handwriting slanted over the recipe for midnight stew made me uneasy. Still, I was determined to recreate it for my first night alone in my new apartment. As I stirred the pot, a sweet, unfamiliar aroma filled the kitchen, thick and cloying, almost syrupy, and I swore I heard faint whispers curling from the steam. The directions were obsessively precise, down to stir counterclockwise for 13 minutes and add the marrow at the stroke of midnight. I followed every step, even the ones that made no sense, like placing a single black feather beside the pot. A prickling sensation crept up my arms, but I wrote it off as nerves. When I finally tasted the stew, it was exquisite, rich, complex, like nothing I'd ever eaten. For a moment, I felt watched. Then the hunger hit. It wasn't just normal hunger, it was a gnawing, endless craving that pulsed through my bones, demanding more. I devoured the entire pot and scoured the fridge for anything, but nothing sated it. My mouth was raw from eating, my hands shaking, my vision blurring, as the taste of the stew haunted me. Shadows flickered at the edge of my sight, whispering my name, promising relief if I made the recipe again, just as the notebook, now open to a new page, instructed. I tried to resist, but the craving swallowed me whole. The next midnight, I followed the updated recipe, hands trembling as I added a new, sinister ingredient listed in my grandmother's spider script, a piece of yourself, willingly given. As the stew simmered, I realized the truth, a truth my family had always hidden. I wasn't just feeding myself. I was feeding something else, something old and ravenous, and now it knew my name, and it would never, ever be full.